Or for breaking news, Kesson, I'm in Abro, our Ghanatube, or of Samana or Cassano. Yes, see fuel prices, and Chebia and a man for Becca, see, and ya 2 fuel, petrol be cost and a diesel because of the 4, a jebo, in your baby, yes, see. Tisiano yen twintwen so ansa na John Dramani Mahama D levy no yesi John Dramani Mahama on twintwen so ansa na on twintwen so ansa na yesi on sans extending to some number of days on sans extending in queen D levy no more implementing ansa na tisiano de send any mercy kono de petrol price betumi akosro na adorofo tisiano prices no yesi ya suspending the petrol prices ni yesi ye increase bibia ye ya suspending and sign out of 4 the John Dramani Mahama so the D levy no on twin once and on suspending and sign out of 4 when a breaking news good news abeto dwa so beginning in abre Ghanatube the former call na ya kwaje sansebo nyina inchemu Ghanatube no this year.
Fuel matters. Some oil marketing companies have indicated that petrol prices could be kept unchanged while diesel will go up at the pumps this week. Here's George Rafa with the latest.
Oil marketing companies should from today start reviewing their prices at the pumps in line with the adjustment every 2 weeks. The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies at a news conference yesterday announced that petrol should go up by some 2% per litre, while diesel will witness about 5% hike per litre. But our engagement with some individual oil marketing companies, including some market leaders, showed that the price of petrol may not be touched, while diesel will go up marginally. Others have told Joy Business that they still want to monitor the market a little bit before they review their prices. So maybe don't expect any changes for today at the pumps, but rather in the coming days. If prices should go up this week as projected, it could be the first time since February this year that we are seeing prices go up at the pumps.
Meantime, the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies is calling on the government to address key industry concerns before reintroducing the suspended 1 cedi levy on petroleum products. The levy, which was put on hold last month due to surging global crude oil prices, is now back on the table as international prices begin to decline. However, the OMCs argue that certain structural issues affecting the sector must be resolved first. Dr. Reverson Opon is Chief Executive of the Chamber.
Consequently, the Chamber commends the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, the Ministry of Finance, the National Petroleum Authority, and also the Ghana Revenue Authority for their responsiveness and constructive engagement over the past weeks. Through these dialogues, we have seen substantial progress, particularly the postponement of the implementation date and considering the relief measures for OMCs. Our position on this basis reaffirm our commitment to supporting the implementation of the ESS DRL, or let me say the levy in short, and contributing to Ghana's energy sector recovery. However, the sustainability of OMC's business heavily relies on implementation of the corresponding relief measures, which were proposed and mutually acknowledged during those engagements with the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition. So in view of the above, we respectively called for the following actions to be operationalized without delay. Extension of the levy payment period from 30 days to 40 days to ease cash flow constraints from our members. Transition of eligible OMCs from cash and carry model to credit-based tax payment structures supported by insurance bonds or bank agreement. And also phased removal of all petroleum subsidies to eliminate distortions and ensure market parity. We firmly believe the implementation of the relief measures stated here are essential structure adjustments to ensure the levy implementation is both sustainable and equitable.
Well, we have more.
Other for when a good news, I was beginning in our bro. You see, John Dramani Mahama, any D levy no the buy, and you see on train trains with a crans and on sans so extending a cacra and couldn't because I was here doing Yama to a queen because yes, I did a full price bit me shooty a bit me pigeon mua. See, I'm funny amount to a queen with the Ghana, your Hubert and parent. You see, John Dramani Mahami. A D levy now suspending and Kosuana sans so extending a cacra queen in mine. Na se na be ya ye bifanya manto to ye na economy ni entumi nya solid ground ntumi gina ho yi se na be ya Ghana fo nyina ho beto mo na fuel prices no so no entumi ensa so nkoso bi odofo we ene ye nsem de ya meso bi gina nyina abra e wo Ghana to for man ko na yentu ansem so e wo Ghana to nyama disia.
From that news conference, because the Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies is emphasizing the calls for government to remove the subsidies on marine gas oil, as many illegal traders continue to make commercial gains from the product. According to the chamber, the country lost about 707 million cedis in potential tax revenue from the low-tax marine gas oil due to its subsidies between 2020, from 2020. Here's more in this report. The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, COMAC, is calling for the removal of the subsidy to plug the loophole that has enabled misuse by non-compliant actors. This action, it says, would help restore market fairness and generate critical revenue to reduce the energy sector debt burden. The chamber argued, had this revenue been collected, it could have been channeled towards reducing Ghana's mounting energy sector debt or addressing critical infrastructure gaps within the downstream petroleum industry. Here's Chief Executive Dr. Rivesino addressing the media Monday.
From our findings, an estimated over 700 million Ghana cedis in potential tax revenue from the low tax MGO local was subsidized between 2020 and 2025. This figure represents a significant opportunity cost for the nation. Had this revenue been collected, we believe it could have been channeled either in combination with ESSDRL proceeds towards reducing Ghana's mounting energy sector debt or addressing critical infrastructure gaps within the downstream space.
Chairman of the chamber, Gabriel Kumi, called for a holistic crackdown on retail outlets that may be engaging in the smuggle of the products and other misconducts.
If you are a member and you are diverting products which are meant for fisher folks, a subsidized product, into a filling station for your selfish end, then you don't even qualify to be our member. So we want the authorities to crack down. Even if I, the chairman, my company is doing such a thing, I expect the authorities to crack down on my company and bring it to book.
On the payment of the 1 cedi levy as part of the amended Energy Sector Levies Act, COMAC declared commitment to support government in solving the power challenges, but called for some relief for various oil marketing companies.
For when a good news, Cassie, I'm beginning in our bro. Yes, see, John Dramani Mahama on Kunkun and Nase on Trinking. A D levy now or suspended, no D levy no. Yes, see, on Trinking Swansana on one so extend the date, Nika Cranku, Nika Crass and a bear. Now, interested and near my sea, Kowamoni. Saying to Kwana, dear, cost Israel and Iran. Just a mouthful of prices, it is likely to increase. And I say a bear maintaining. Ne baby a wona te say either say fuel prices no be increase and say e be maintaining the normal stance na wona and say be stable ATCC and say nyama we nyina o say e dey akwan nyama bebre na dey tutu kwan mu say na be ya ye ho beton yodofo nti ye say John Dramani Mahama D levy no on train so anse na on suspend kakra na on train or extend ni nko enim kakra and so extend ni nko eji kakra odofo we na breaking news kesi a ya sanija command John Dramani Mahama na kachi am so be nyina bra e wo Ghanatube odofo mo be say mobile like no subscribe no share no hit notification bell no so man say na be ya abini abibia do pe content a wo nya ne tempa no hwe wait modofo aha ana me dey nsem nya besi e wo Ghanatube bakra mu nya ndam nas.